Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Oregon Ducks offense has the ball first today. The last time these two bitter rivals got together, it was the Ducks pulling out a close one.
And the level of execution always seems to be on display when these two teams play, right? Both teams normally have a signal caller who's going to go on and play in the National Football League, and it comes down to which team had the ball last. That was Oregon.
Yeah, and they took care of business late in the game. They handled the moment better than Washington did. Now Washington's had a lot of time to think about it, and are they ready for this moment? This is a good squad. Every single year, the Ducks are good, but Washington's game for this matchup.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decimals through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45, on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The give to the tailback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry up. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Slips away. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. While they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Steps away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Washington wants to go quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell receiver drop.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Working the middle, it's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He wants to go deep. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. With the catch, it's Casper. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Caught near the sticks. It's Casper. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Johnson looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Off play action. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Green. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Lost to fire on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Splits the uprights. Good. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still on his feet at the 35. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
It's such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Ducks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to...
There he goes! Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskies headed quickly to the line.
And in this situation, late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Under fire. That's caught. It's Green. Spins away from the defense. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
With the catch, it's low. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're so still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's a heat. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.